Hello everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a buck knife. Before we jump into that, I just want to give a big shout out to my good friend Randy over at Randy's WSG. He's very close to that 1k mark. So you know as it is, hashtag Randy to 1k. Please go check him out, give him a sub, let him know Slippy sent you. He's got some great stuff going on over there. Recently started making some leather slips and he's doing some fantastic stuff. So make sure you go and check him out. I will put a link to his channel in the corner up here. But again, please check out Randy. So onto the knife, we're going to be looking at a buck knife today. And we're going to be looking at a buck 371 Stockman. And this was sent as a gift from my good friend John over at Thrifty Kniffy. So if you've been living under a rock for whatever reason and you don't know who this guy is, please go and check him out. He's got a fantastic channel. We're teaming up on a couple of shows. We do the Slippy and Thrifty show every Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Central or 4:30 p.m. UK time. And along with this, we've got the Gung Ho Knife Show, where we're going to be interviewing sort of content creators and members of the community just to find out what sort of collection they've got. It's going to be very knife heavy, so not so much questions. It's more going to be quick fire. Show us your collection. We want to see what you've got, what sort of state the collection's in. But as I said, please go and check out John at Thrifty Kniffy. He's got a wonderful collection too and some outstanding content. Anyway, on with today's video. As I said, we're going to be looking at this. It's the buck 371 Stockman, and this is the Walmart exclusive with the jigged bone handles. You can see you have the buck logo here, Buck Knives 371 Stockman. It has the forever warranty. They're saying it's part of the everyday use, so we have corrosion resistant stainless steel, and this has the 420J2. Has 3 blades of versatility and a nail notch for easy opening. You can see we have the product number on the side here and a little picture of what the knife looks like. We have established 1902 and on the back a bit of specifications about the knife. Again, so you can see that it's got a clip, spey and sheepsfoot. The steel again, the close length is 3 7/8. We have a weight of 3.1 ounces and it's that brown jig bone with nickel silver bolsters. And a bit more blurb there about the knife. And again, we have the cancer and reproductive harm barcode, things like that. So here it is. And this is an absolutely beautiful knife and one that's only exclusive to Walmart in the US. So John did send this over, a very nice gift. So I'm very pleased with this. So again, thank you, John. We take a look at this bone. You can see that really wonderful sort of orange into the dark brown of the jigging. You can see we have the oval buck shield there in nickel silver. And again, the nickel silver pins holding this all together. And I must say, it's really flush. They've done an absolutely wonderful job on this one. Really well done. So this is a Chinese-made buck. So obviously, it's an imported knife. But honestly, the fit and finish is so good, you would not notice. It's absolutely wonderful. Love the colour transitions from like the lighter bone into the darker bone in there. Again, nickel silver pins on this side and the stainless one in the middle holding it all together. The fit and finish on the back is pretty much bang on. Little bit of step in here where the spring's a little bit low, but I mean, I'm being real nitpicky for how much you can get this for in America. I know it's under $20 and that's just insane value for what you're getting. 3 back springs on this with, it looks like stainless steel liners on here. You can see the fit and finish on the top. All the blades are nicely centered. Can't really see any sort of blade rub. Again, that same beautiful jigging on the reverse of the knife. Just a wonderful knife and one I'm really glad John sent over to me. So we'll take a look at the first blade, which is a clip point. Really nice action on this as well. I'd say it's about a 6.5 pull. No half stop and a nice lock up. You can see we have the buck 371 and the date code just next to it there. We do have a bit of a swedging on this side with a nice clean nail nick and a really well done edge on this. Maybe a little bit heavy at the tip, but it's come razor sharp out of the box. And that's always a bonus when you get a knife and it's absolutely screaming sharp out of the box. Again, edge on this side, pretty uniform, maybe a little bit shallow here, but they've done a really wonderful job. Got a nice sharpening choil on there as well. And not so much of a swedge this side, just a little bit of a saber grind nearly, with that wonderful buck hollow grind underneath. Really attractive clip point blade on this. So we've got the full blade length then of this one. We're looking at, where are we? 2.8 inches. So again, a UK legal knife by far. Other two blades are definitely shorter than this. Full blade length, 2.8 inches. Cutting edge of just under 2.5. So a really nice UK legal, world friendly knife. I mean, what's not to love about this? The bone, the jigged bone really adds that sort of classy look to the knife. Big fan of the 371 Stockman, and a big fan of the 301 of that matter. I carry that one a lot as well. Secondary blade, we have the sheepsfoot blade. A little bit of a stronger pull on this one, I'd say. It's probably about a 7 on that. Nice action for the 3-bladed. See, we have clean tang stamps on both sides of this one. We have the nail nick and that hollow grind on there as well. Edge, a little bit heavy at the tip. Very even on this side, but again, screaming sharp. So a little bit of unevenness isn't really going to bother me at all. As long as the knife comes nicely sharp and they've taken a reasonable amount off the edge. It's got a nice edge on there too. And it honestly, it's really wanting to cut my finger doing that. Great job from them in the factory. Again, you can see the sharpening choil here as well. And just a really nice snap on that. They've definitely done a great job with this. So then the sheepsfoot blade, we are looking at full blade length of 2.1 inches and a cutting edge of right about 1.75. And then final blade, we have the spey blade. Sort of very close to being a pen blade on this. You can see the little bit of spey at the end here. Don't mind the shape of this one. I think it's quite an attractive one as spey blades go. See, clean tangs, nail nick again. Nice edge on this, very even all the way around. Just a little bit shallow at the sharpening choil here. Nice and sharp. And again, really even on this side and absolutely screaming sharp. And again, really nice action on this blade as well. Nice snap. I'd say that's definitely a 7. Really nice affirmative lockup as well. So the full blade length for the spey, we are looking at right about pretty much 1.5 or 2 inches, sorry, right about 2 inches on the spey with a cutting edge of just shy of 1 3/4. So very similar to the sheepsfoot blade. So 2 smallish blades on there and then a main clip point blade. And just a fantastic action on there too. Overall, really impressed with this knife. Honestly, the fit and finish is wonderful. Just take a look at the bone on this. So they've done such a fantastic job with the dyeing as well. The shield's in there nicely. It's all smooth. The only minor thing I would probably say is that little bit of step in here when the main blade's closed. But when you open it, it's incredibly flush. There's no step in there at all anymore. So there we go, guys. That's my review of the Buck 371 Stockman. This, of course, is the Walmart exclusive. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.